right. Welcome, everyone. So we had such a great time opening up with you guys for the Mythic Life Experience. And for those of you that don't know, I'm Sarah Faith Brummett.
I'm Eric Brummett.
And welcome to Mythic Life.
Welcome.
So we're really excited to continue on this magical journey together. As you can see behind us, we had an amazing opening ritual for Mythic Life. And today is all about how we can continue on this amazing work together, this amazing journey together.
Yes, we have some fun things to share with you that we've been cooking up.
Yeah. So listen, you know, the reason that you guys are here is probably because you are similar to us and you have this calling in your heart, this knowing in your soul of what this amazing design of your life should feel and look like and be fully experiential of the joy and the fullness of your adventure.
Yes, at some point you definitely had that time where your spirit was activated and you started on this journey of discovery. You probably went to some workshops, some personal development, some healing techniques.
And then you learned some amazing tools. So if you guys know our background, Eric's been doing theta healing for like 20 years. I've been doing it for about 14 years. And we have a whole history of also growing up being really submerged in many ancient practices of healing, also more modern day tools of healing. And it's really something that we've embodied in our work. But if you're like us, you go to these amazing experiences, maybe you've even taken certification courses, and you are lit up. It is speaking to your soul. It's igniting something deep inside you, this deep knowing, and you feel transformed. And then you go back to your life. You go back to your life and you go back to your communities and your families and maybe that same job that you had and maybe the same partner that you had, and they haven't changed. And that spark hasn't gone off in them. And they're still operating from that can't, won't, don't, lack mentality. And all that magic, all that knowing that got awakened in you, it starts to get drained. It starts to get drained.
And all of these tools that you learned, maybe you only practiced them once here and there. And so the habit of it starts to fade away. The familiarity, the comfort of and confidence to utilize them fades away. And what you're really wanting is to have like-minded people around you. You want to be back at that workshop, but we live our lives. You know, we are in our relationships, we're in our careers, we're in our homes and in our families. So what we're excited about is how we can support this journey of bringing these elements of transformation into your life, really bringing it into your lifestyle, really helping to keep that magic awake and to have this avenue to continue to grow and to shed away all of these layers of inauthenticity so that you can really have that activation and that spark of your spirit and that pleasure in your life without having to run away from it. You know, we don't want to be running away from our lives just so that we can have fun.
I love that. So how do we bring in your natural intuition, your transformative abilities, and really incorporate them in your everyday life? That's really the question. Because here's the thing. You guys are naturally intuitive. This is a natural part of yourself. And, you know, for many of us growing up, we weren't in a culture or a family that supported and nurtured those gifts. or maybe they didn't have the mindset to really understand that that dream that you have in your heart, that spark that you are of creation, really is alive and true, that you really can be a creator in your life. I mean, my gosh, we were just talking about this. It's been for millennia that those that thought different, those that were forward thinking, that were truth seekers, that were healers, I mean, they were the ones that were prosecuted and even killed. Like, it was not safe to be in the fullness of who you are, that magical, alive, intuitive, positive self. And a lot of us that are like that, we have really open hearts and we're actually really quite empathic, which means that we're really sensitive to our environment. And we can actually, and we do, take on the thoughts, feelings, programs, and even the healing, not only of our own families, right, like their genetic programs, but also of our culture and the world around us. So where does this leave us? Right? It leaves us in a place where we're needing something really important.
And it can be like a catch-22 because it is, as a human experience, our greatest gift is adaptation, and that we adapt and form habits. And being pack animals, we do absorb. So all of our intuitions are designed to be processing, to have this sense of sensitivity and connection to our environment, to energetically be bonding into our relationships and our locations and our possessions. But at the same time, depending on where we are in our empowerment, that can also become these films for our intuition. They can murk up the intuitive waters and really knowing what is coming from our spirit. And sometimes it takes that clearing and process to be able to, clean up the channel so that we can really be in flow with our soul and still move forward in that sense of purpose and discovery and healing and transformation. And so we are so excited about what SoulGuide is.
So what we've done is we've taken the best of our practices, like what we have been cultivating over the years and years of our healing practice. And when the pandemic hit, we really needed to offer a way that we can be this container for people through this hard time, help them lift up their mindset, help them shed away layers of limiting beliefs and blocks and old paradigm, and really usher in this new age, because that's really where we're at. We are in a new age of complete expansion, where it is no longer, we can no longer get by just surviving. Like, it is really the time to be stepping into the fullest version of yourself, the most complete whole version of yourself, because people need your work, you guys. People need to see the path forward. And it is time that you are happy emerging, stepping forward, and actually being that guide of light that you're meant to be. So
Yes.
we've created this amazing container throughout the year that is called SoulGuide. And what it provides is a complete, in real-time structure where you are getting to implement your intuitive abilities and also your transformative abilities. We also provide a container for you to be implementing and using your spiritual toolkit. And also, of course, a community of people growing in the same direction as you, so that as you are connected with your environment, you're actually getting lifted up instead of brought down. So
Yes.
Here's what happens when you get these things, right? Your manifestations start coming through. You start aligning with your life. You start releasing these old paradigms and programs to really emerge and step forward. You start aligning with the right people in your life, and you come alive, and so do your dreams. And that's really the space that we need to be operating out of now. in this new age. That's what's so important. So I want to just share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to share with you, like, what does this SoulGuide experience look like? So let's see if I can successfully do that right here. I think you guys can see this. We, of course, have some testimonials. So do you want me to take them through this?
Yes.
Okay, so the SoulGuide Experience is a once-a-month workshop. So we do about a 90-minute workshop, and in that workshop, we are covering a soulful topic. So this topic can be, we actually give examples here. This topic can be anything from releasing a lack mentality, discovering truth versus your thoughts, right? Truth versus your ego, taking brave, courageous action, releasing old oaths, vows, and obligations. But we also have done amazing series of workshops that have become like their own mini courses. So we had one, for example, on divine feminine and divine masculine, really understanding these aspects of yourself. We had one on the chakras series. We also had one on
the different forms of intuition, the different emotions.
And so every SoulGuide workshop is just that. It's like a mini workshop, but also a mini session in one. So not only are you getting introduced to a topic, your programs are being lifted to the surface, and then we actually take you through clearing them. We also might do ritual, we do journaling. We're going to be bringing in some work with dreams, which has been kind of a missing element in our work. We're going to be doing some breath work, a couple other really great exercises as well.
Different types of meditations, energetic process, some good chakra meditations. And, so we're bringing in a lot of different tools from different sources. It's not just, here's a list of beliefs to test for, and we're going to just process them through. It's like we really dive deep into an unfolding of a topic where you get to learn about it. You get to learn about, we had a whole archetype series on poverty and money. And, as you look at these characters, these qualities, it activates within you. You have this experience of self-discovery, some memories come up, some healings. You work it through energetically. We use the theta technique as well to clear beliefs and to do some healing work. So the workshops are these very rich, potent processes. They are not practice groups. We're not putting people in breakout rooms. You're not pairing up with other people. We are guiding you through working on yourself. So it's a beautiful process because you get to really see the transformation that happens from you doing self-work, which is very empowering. It brings the information and the processes that we go through into your life so much easier.
And that's really what our differentiation is. Like, we really want you guys to utilize your intuition, utilize your abilities to transform. So we're just really guiding you through that. The other thing that you're getting is you're getting a past whole archive of the last year and a half of our SoulGuide workshops. So I already mentioned...
So every live workshop is recorded and then is put up for replays. So you can go back and redo them as many times as you feel necessary.
Let me just share this page with you guys now. Hold on one second. So this is an inside view of our membership. And in the membership, you can actually see how our videos, workshops are stored. So right here on the right-hand side is the most recent one. So you have your video, you have the description. That was the one that we just completed last month. This next month, we're gonna have a completely new one that we show. On here, you'll see like the different themes. We have chakras. When you click on one,
all the way through them.
Go ahead and click on one. When you click on one, it then gives you the video, and underneath you'll have a description so you can see what you're getting with that video. It will show you how much of the videos you've watched, so you can kind of track your progress and see which ones you've watched, which ones you haven't. There's one on keys to abundance. There's one on intuition. A lot. There's an amazing, it's like when you join us for this membership, you are getting all of these essential mini courses at your disposal. So if you are really like into this, you could be doing a workshop a day. You could be doing a workshop a day and clearing thousands and thousands of beliefs, really getting an enormous amount of healing, an enormous amount of intuitive practice and insight. The rites of passage one is the one I suggest people start with. So
it's a great one to start with.
This comes with every membership that you have.
We choose these topics for very specific reasons. We see that these topics are where a lot of congestion and veils come into our intuition and start to create hardships in our lives. So the idea of working through the emotional series, working through the intuition series, working through these courses is really shedding skins. It helps you step into your greatest authentic self. Just in creating them, we've gone on such a journey ourselves of working through all these processes and applying them to ourselves has been absolutely incredible. I cannot say more about how powerful it was on awakening my intuition, working through the emotional series, for instance.
Yeah, and that's the feedback that we're getting also from our participants. So what's cool about what we're doing is we're bringing all of our years and years of experience, but we're also absolutely walking this path with you guys, which is so just exciting. So the other thing that we do, and that's really important here, is the community. So this is where if we can walk together, the path isn't so hard, it isn't so lonely. And man, do healers have this belief that we have to do it alone. Like, let's break that cycle, guys, please.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be this hard. So one way that we create community is we do have an exclusive Facebook group where we can share, where you guys can also post and exchange sessions, offer your art, your gifts, like share yourself with this community, receive that positivity that you're needing to move forward. And then we've also added a bonus for those that have come up from an empowerment program or are at least a certified basic graduate
practitioner.
Theta Healing practitioner is we also do a monthly practice group where you are getting your Q&As answered, where you're doing exchange sessions that are actually mentored so that you can be asking questions as you're going through, and also live demos. So that's also really cool that we've added to that. So just to recap the spiritual habits that we practice, we have journaling, theta healing, dream tending, we do belief work, breath work, and I call it vision questing, which is where you're doing a visualization, meditation, intuitive guidance, spirit guide work, ritual and ceremony, and there is so much more.
Yes.
That we're bringing to the table. So your membership is a 6-month initial commitment. And we've done that purposely because it does take time to start tuning in to your intuition. It does take time to start really peeling back the layers and really starting to get into the flow and practice of living from your intuition and also using these transformative abilities. So we have put in there a 6-month commitment. Our Soul Guide workshop is the same date and time every month. It's the second Thursday at 12 Eastern Standard Time. And our live practice group, again, the same every month. It's the fourth Thursday at 12 o'clock. So that's where we have this consistency.
The Soul Guide workshops are recorded. The practice groups are not. If you are a certified theta healer, those are for being live, where you get to practice, and it's just the added bonus.
Yeah, it's more, it's delicate private stuff, so we don't record those ones. But the Soul Guides are always recorded, so you can always access them if you can't make it live on that member portal. And here's to get started. So I'm going to send you guys the link. It's just mythiclife.com/SoulGuide. And once you click the Enroll Now button, it will take you to your purchase your monthly subscription. We've tried to make this as easy as possible to say yes. We wanted it to be light for you guys. So I'm just going to give you the info right here. Actually, it's in black. We have created a special legacy price that is available to you until July 8th. And we've chosen that date because that's the next date of our next Soul Guide Live. And you get 40% off of the purchase of Soul Guide membership. So it used to be hundreds of dollars. We've now been able to change the format and then create it to be a little less. And then we've created this even more special discount for you guys.
Yes.
It's only $49. Like, that's how low we've brought in this membership for you guys. Again, it's a special legacy price that is going to go till our next live Soul Guide, which is July 8th at 12 Eastern Standard Time.
After then, it will be $79 a month.
Yeah. So as they say, don't come after the
Yes.
after the 8th asking for that special price. Like, now's your time. Say yes if it's in your heart. Say yes, and let's get started. Once you get enrolled, our client care will reach out to you. You'll get immediate access to the membership portal. You can start using those those recorded workshops and start shedding away beliefs. Start tuning into your intuition. These are amazing. As I said, a year and a half worth of mini workshops / sessions. So definitely, woo, you guys, this is the jam. So I'm going to stop this share, and I'm just going to see if we have a couple people on. If they have any questions. Yeah, why don't we do that? Should we? See if there's any questions first.
So for everybody watching this recording, if you do have questions, you can send us a direct message in Facebook. You can email us if you have questions about it. And if it's a yes, just follow that link through.
mythiclife.com/SoulGuide. If you visit our site, it's just under SoulGuide.
And there's no prerequisites for this. It is not a training like that. This is for your growth, your personal development. So this is open to everybody and anybody that just wants to go on that journey of self-discovery and healing and growth.
And here's the thing. Your life is not meant to be like, meh, like it just passed by. Like, your life is meant to be lived magically, is meant to be lived joyfully and full and rich. Like, this is the time where we get to claim this journey that we are all on, this mythic life that we are all on, and actually live it fully. And my experience is that happens when we are tuned in with our intuition and when we are using these transformative abilities. And so that's really what we are using in SoulGuide. Is we are creating the container to use your spiritual tools. We, of course, have the community, but deeper than that, we are walking you through every step of the way how to actually access your intuitive abilities in your daily life and how to actually use your transformative abilities. You guys all have it. It is a natural part of you. It is a birthright. And it's just about letting yourself access them, letting yourself be that magical. Letting
Absolutely.
yourself out of the spiritual closet and saying, here I am, world, and I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to be full, and I'm going to create this amazing life together. So we have an amazing community. We hope to see you there.
Yes.
We really do. All right, guys, we're going to pause the recording and take some questions. See you soon.